The rise of Semiconductor Global Capability Centers, that is GCCs, in India is indeed an interesting development and could potentially play a significant role in the AI platform shift. GCCs are essentially research and development centers established by global semiconductor companies to leverage India's talent pool and expertise in engineering and technology. Welcome to VAR India News Hour. With the increasing demand for AI powered devices and systems, semiconductor companies are investing heavily in research and development to create more powerful, energy efficient, and specialized chips optimized for AI workloads. India's growing ecosystem of GCCs could contribute to this effort by providing engineering talent, research capabilities, and infrastructure support. Semiconductor GCCs are on the rise in India. About 30% of the new GCCs set up in India during Q4 2023 were in the semiconductor space, signaling a growing interest in leveraging local talent for front end design, performance testing, and post silicon validation. A closer look at the recent trends shows Bengaluru racing ahead in India's semiconductor GCC landscape. The tech giants who are into semiconductor GCC and have operations in India are AMD. AMD recently inaugurated its largest global design center in Bengaluru and is planning to employ about 3,000 engineers. Edge Cortex. Edge Cortex is a Japan based fabless semiconductor company. It is one of the recent entrants in India's semiconductor landscape. Edge Cortex has established a GCC in Hyderabad. Intel. Intel operates its GCC in India with design and R&D centers playing a pivotal role in its global semiconductor operations. These centers are primarily involved in chip design and development activities. M31 Technology Corporation. M31 Technology Corporation is a Taiwan-based silicon IP provider that opened an R&D design center in Bengaluru in October 2023. Micron Technology. Micron is investing $2.75 billion to build a semiconductor facility in Sanand in Gujarat. NVIDIA. NVIDIA has established 4 engineering centers in India, including Bengaluru and Delhi. This makes India the company's second largest talent pool after the United States. Signature IP. Signature IP, a US based company founded in 2021, is dedicated to advancing network on chip technology. The company expanded its presence by inaugurating a new R&D center in Bhubaneswar in Odisha. Texas Instruments. Texas Instruments was the first multinational company to establish a software design and R&D center in India in 1985, located in Bengaluru. Qualcomm. Qualcomm has made a significant investment to enhance its presence in Chennai by establishing a new design center facility, with existing engineering centers in Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Delhi. Overall, the rise of semiconductor GCCs in India reflects a broader trend of globalization and collaboration in the semiconductor industry, which could have significant implications for the future of AI platforms and technology. Let's look into today's headlines. Adani Group enters the retail financial sector with launch of co-branded credit cards. The digital arm of the Adani Group, Adani One and ICICI Bank have announced the launch of 2 variants of co-branded credit cards in collaboration with card network Visa. The co-branded credit card partnership signifies the Adani Group's foray into the retail financial sector. Available in 2 variants, that is Adani One ICICI Bank Signature Credit Card and Adani One ICICI Bank Platinum Credit Card, the credit cards will offer a reward program to its customers. AMD launches Zen 5 Ryzen processors for next-gen AI PCs. To usher in a new era of AI experiences, AMD is introducing new AMD Ryzen AI 300 series processors with the world's most powerful neural processing unit for next-gen AI PCs. This will pave the way for a future full of AI-infused computing directly on a laptop. AMD is also introducing next-gen AMD Ryzen 9000 series processors for desktops, further solidifying its position as a leader in performance and efficiency for gamers and content creators. Amid internal documents leak report, Google's chief privacy officer steps down. Google's chief privacy officer is exiting the company after 13 years amid reports of internal documents leak. While Google has no plans to replace him, Kate Enright will remain at the company until the fall. Enright leads the global privacy team in crafting and implementing privacy and data policies across Google's products and services. In 2018, he testified about consumer data privacy to the United States Senate Committee, defending Google's privacy policies while acknowledging the company's past mistakes. Information and Broadcasting Ministry probes allegations against YouTube employees of limiting elections coverage. Just a day before the election results were to be announced on June 4th, reports from X have emerged indicating alleged involvement of YouTube India employees in unjustly constraining coverage of Indian elections. Allegations suggest that a select group of YouTube employees have tampered with algorithms, deliberately aiming to suppress impartial Lok Sabha election reporting and censor videos. Zoom sessions can be attended by AI avatars for effective work-life balance. Zoom is creating state-of-the-art artificial intelligence technologies that will revolutionize virtual meetings, according to Zoom CEO Eric Yuan. Yuan claims that the approach will let users assign tedious jobs to AI-powered virtual assistants, giving them more time for face-to-face communication and possibly opening the door to a more flexible work week. By integrating these models into Zoom's platform, users will be able to create personalized digital avatars that can attend meetings on their behalf, handling routine tasks and allowing individuals to focus on more critical aspects of their work. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to VAR India magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.